Have you ever wondered why you were born into this family? Why do some people have loving, supportive families while you were placed in one filled with conflict, neglect, or control? You might feel trapped, burdened, or misunderstood. You might believe that life is unfair, that you were given challenges you did not deserve. But what if this was not a mistake? What if your family, despite all its problems, is the very thing that will lead you to your highest potential? Today, we are going to uncover a deep truth. Your family is not your curse, it is your training ground. If you have ever questioned your place in your family, stay with me. This message is for you. Before we begin, take a deep breath and allow yourself to fully absorb what you are about to hear. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss content that helps you grow and transform. Many people believe that family is meant to be a safe place, a foundation of love, support, and encouragement. But what happens when your family is the opposite? When it is the source of your deepest wounds? Here is something you need to understand. Your life is not random. Your experiences, your struggles, and even your family were chosen for a reason. Your soul did not come here for an easy journey. It came here for growth, for wisdom, and for transformation. If you were born into a difficult family, it is because you are meant to rise beyond it. You might be asking, why would I be placed in a toxic, dysfunctional family? The answer is powerful, because you are here to break cycles. Generational pain does not disappear on its own. It continues, passing from one generation to the next until someone strong enough comes along to stop it. That someone is you. You were not placed in this family to repeat their mistakes. You were placed here to end them. And that is not an easy role. It means facing pain, questioning traditions, and choosing a new way of living. But this is the path of transformation, and you are strong enough to walk it. Take a moment to think about your family. Do they struggle with emotional suppression? Do they use manipulation or control? Do they repeat the same destructive patterns over and over? These cycles did not start with you. They were passed down from their parents and their parents before them. You were born into this family to become aware of these patterns and choose differently. You do not have to follow the same path. You can create something new. But to do that, you must first recognize what needs to change. Ask yourself, what patterns in my family do I refuse to repeat? What lessons can I learn from their mistakes? How can I use my awareness to create a better life? This is how transformation begins. Difficult families create strong individuals, not because the pain was necessary, but because survival forced you to develop strength that others do not have. Think about it. If your family was emotionally unavailable, you likely learned independence. If your family was controlling, you likely developed a deep desire for freedom. If your family dismissed your emotions, you likely became highly self-aware. The pain you experienced is not just suffering, it is preparation. It has given you resilience, emotional depth, and wisdom. These are the very qualities that will help you build a life that is different from theirs. Your past experiences have shaped you, but they do not have to define you. Instead of seeing your struggles as a burden, start seeing them as training. Every challenge has made you more aware, more conscious, and more capable of navigating life with deep understanding. Your pain has built within you an ability to see through illusions, to detect manipulation, and to know when something is not right. This is your power. The question is, how will you use it? Healing from family wounds does not mean cutting them off forever. It means reclaiming your power. The first step is separating yourself emotionally. You do not have to carry their pain. You do not have to repeat their patterns. Their struggles are not your identity. You have the power to detach from the emotional weight they have placed upon you. The next step is setting boundaries. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to protect your peace. Boundaries are not about rejecting them. They are about choosing yourself. If you are constantly pulled into family drama, if you feel drained every time you interact with them, it is okay to step back. You do not owe anyone access to your energy if it is causing you harm. Healing yourself is the final step and the most important one. Many people try to fix their families, believing that if they change, everything will get better. But healing begins within. When you change yourself, you naturally shift the dynamics around you. Healing is not about waiting for an apology that may never come. It is about choosing to move forward, regardless of the past. Here is something most people do not realize. When you heal, you heal more than just yourself. When you choose love over fear, you teach future generations a new way to live. When you break toxic patterns, you change the direction of your entire lineage. When you heal, you give others permission to do the same. Even if your family never acknowledges it, your transformation matters. Because the energy you bring into the world is different from the energy you were given. You are not just healing yourself, you are healing the future. Imagine the impact of your healing. Imagine a world where the pain you have endured does not get passed on. That begins with you. The work you do today, the self-awareness you develop, and the choices you make will shape the lives of those who come after you. You are creating a new future, one where love, awareness, and transformation replace fear, trauma, and repetition. Your family's dysfunction does not define you. Your past does not control your future. You are here to rise, to heal, to become the person your family could not be. This is why you were placed in this family, not to be trapped, not to be broken, but to transform everything. You are not a victim of your past. You are the creator of your future. So I ask you, what will you do with the awareness you now have? What patterns will you break? How will you use your pain as a tool for growth? The greatest act of love you can give to yourself and to future generations is to heal. Your life is bigger than your pain. Your journey is not about being a victim. It is about becoming free. You were not given an easy path. You were given a powerful one that leads to transformation, one that leads to purpose, one that leads to you stepping into the person you were always meant to be. So take a deep breath, look at where you are, and take the next step forward. Your future is not controlled by your past. It is created by you. If this message spoke to you, subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. You are not alone in this journey. There are many like you, breaking cycles, healing wounds, and creating new futures. Together, we are rising. This is just the beginning. Keep moving forward. Your future is waiting.